So, do you really believe in witchcraft? I think my mother and I would debate this all the time, right? Now, this particular story got me thinking of an episode that happened to me when I was really young. I was around like 4 years old. There was a woman that lived in our building at the time in Nigeria, in Lagos, where I grew up. And her name was Mama Sandra. So her first daughter name was Sandra. So they called her Mama Sandra. And Mama Sandra had two girls, Sandra and Susan, I think. Now, my mother at the time was still raising us. We were very young. I was around 4 years old at the time, and I had a sister who was like two at the time, right? And so my mom was carrying my sister on her back. But anyhow, Mama Sandra break coconut. This was like in the evening, and she gave everybody coconut, and then she also gave me coconut as well. According to my parents, or my mom rather, she said I spinned and I collapsed, and they had to rush me to the hospital, which was down the street from our house. We got to the hospital, and the doctor said, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with me, but they shouldn't allow me to eat coconut anymore until I'm a lot older." And so looking back now, they would say you're allergic to coconut X, Y, and Z. Now, I eat coconut as an adult, and I think I started eating coconut maybe a year after that. I was completely fine with it. But whenever I eat coconut, I'm always reminded of that particular incident. And which made me think about witchcraft. And then I think after the woman moved from that neighborhood, we started hearing that she's a witch. I mean, so as an adult, I don't believe in witchcraft. I don't think it's something that existed. Also, because even with that circumstances, with that situation that happened, I still feel as though maybe I was allergic to the coconut. But do you really believe there's witches exist? Do you believe in witchcraft? Do you think that people can? You know the thing about Africa, what I would say to Africans, especially those who are practicing witches, I don't think your profession is bad. Honest to God, I don't think your witches and practicalization is bad. I think what I would like you to do on behalf of those of us that were looking for positive change in our countries and our nations, right? I want you to use your witch power to be able to bring change, positive change in the world. For example, in Nigeria today, hunger wants to kill people. Over 33 million people are going to be hungry in the next couple of months and years to come. And then you have the over 100 girls in that has been captured, and we have not yet found them. So use your witch portion to bring those girls back home, and also use your witch portion to cure hunger. So if you're a witch or practicing witch, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Keep practicing, but use it to bring about change. So this man, let me get to my story quickly. His name is Mr. Igwe. Mr. Igwe is actually an advocate for people who have been accused of witchcraft. So what Mr. Igwe does is he goes and speaks against somebody that has been accused, because innocent people are dying because they've been accused for something that they are not, right? So there was a story in this article that actually caught my attention. It was a man named Jude. Jude was on his way to work one morning, and he saw this guy carrying a bucket of water. And so he commented on the guy's physical ability. So all of a sudden, the guy went and gathered mob, and they came and they started beating Jude up to the point where they almost killed him. So Mr. Igwe was one of those people that advocated for Jude and, helping him through getting his medical fees and medical bill paid and all kinds of things. So the problem that made the morgue attacked Jude, they said that after Jude commented on the guy's physical appearance, the stranger's physical appearance, his manhood disappeared. His cucumber, the thing between his legs, went piam. So that I can't get, even covering the story is making me laugh, but you get the gist, right? So the guy went and gathered some people, and they started attacking Jude because they said Jude comment has caused his manhood, his pirikpara to disappear. So anyhow, everyone, I mean, this type of conversation, I would love this on a panel discussion. Also, I would love to speak to Mr. Igwe someday regarding witchcraft, because it's one of the things that I'm actually interested in knowing more about. I'm not necessarily participating because, that's not my area. But if you have experienced anything like this, you're African, they said it happens witchcraft is big in Ghana, Kenya, Zimbabwe, Nigeria. It's a different part of Africa. I think it's in the US as well. The people who have their profession is witchcraft. In the Anyhow, I don't want this to be too long, but please share with me your thoughts below. Thank you all for watching, and we'll keep this going. Have a great day.